Alright. It's time. She is back. Back to be trained. Is it going to be easy? I don't think so, but I mean, I have to try it. I'm providing her a bit of support. I'll probably have to weaken enemies for her to take the kill. But with an Iron Lance, we are seeing what? A 60? 63. I can take those odds, more or less. I'd of course prefer if they were better, but well, what can you do? I don't really like the Iron Bow here. And I'd also love it if I could... Well, we'll check about that later. 14... Marcus, maybe? Looks good. Perfectly fine. Please. Please, Wendy. I'm going to risk it because it's turn 1. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Ah... Okay. Well then. The other guy is definitely going for Wendy, so I should be fine still giving her a kill. But yeah. Finally. The moment you've been all waiting for. Clearing promotion. She's pretty high in level. I think she's past the point where I would normally promote her. Level 16 is a bit late. Because you don't get to train Anima Magic ranks as much. Not that she needs to be able to use 4 Blaze or anything, but having a second Air Caliber user is always nice, and I basically lost on that. Okay, bits of experience at least, even if you go down to 1 HP. And that's a level. That's a level. Level 15, a very good level. I'll take the strength any day of the week. You're coming closer. Okay. Don't know if I love that. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If I were to dance someone there, that could be pretty cool. I'm going to physic yes for the extra movement I would get from, you know, dancing. 21, that's actually enough for you to survive, meaning... Oh, this is so tempting. I'm going for it. I shouldn't have, but I did. Okay, 30, 37. Pretty nice. Also weapon level. Probably B already. Yeah. Good. Like, higher than promoted state. I might have to stick to forming a barrier. Or something of the sort. I don't think the halberd could be cool because then I'm taking less damage and I have a very high chance of dodging. So if I can just do this and then switch you into a slightly better weapon, that works. Halberd might seem like a very aggressive pick, but it's actually pretty fine. And then Sue is generally a good unit to do this with because the bows are very dodgy. Okay. Finally, you are able to go a bit further than I like. But I can body block with a Gran. I think yes. Approaching and being available is the best thing I can do. Okay, so you are there and there's no blocking. I mean, it would be sort of difficult to block me. But it could happen. You go for the Javelin. You do prefer the indirect damage. And you go for Gonzalez. I don't think you double, honestly. Yeah. You're just accurate, and I guess you like being in the forest, which is going to be a pain in the ass. Well, That was well calculated. Okay, Percival. Great unit. Don't plan to use him. I'm going to give him some slightly worse weaponry, only slightly, to be honest. He's very good at using javelins. So 2 javelins, a killer, a steel, and a steel sword should be fine. And then he should be helpful. I did lose my dancer for this turn. Would be great to like take that port or something. Oh yeah, true. True, you can do that. You can do that. Yeah, Marcus Halberth actually working great here. I know they are unpromoted, but the speed investment with the speed wings is actually paying off very well here. And that leaves only you. As long as I can find a way to kill you, we should be fine. I'm going to start with this killer chance by Ygren. No critical. I guess that's ideal, because then I can give it to someone I'm actually like full investing into. I think I'm going to use up the air caliber here just for the accuracy. Okay, didn't jinx it. Because I have Roy in range. And then... Whoa. Okay. Yeah, you do double. I'm just not used to seeing Lilina getting doubles anymore. And then... No, this isn't accurate enough. I feel like one of my most accurate units is probably Tate. That is effective, but I should be fine. Yeah. I mean, the accurate 51% just had to be used there. I mean, might not be the ideal way to do things, but getting Percival on our side while still advancing to the right is always the way you want to play this map. And let me tell you why. It's due to probably appearing right now Garrett. There he is. Garrett starts moving immediately to the village. If you're not very aggressive about visiting the village, you lose it. So approach him with Marcus Wusi as necessary. After that, you can, take a chill pill, wait a bit more for Garrett to come, actually recruit him with Lilina. But this way you kind of save the NPCs and it's fine. Maybe it could have been good to switch into a different weapon. Whatever. I think I'm going to just put like a bunch of units together here in the middle. Right, can Marcus go into a pig? That's a thing, okay. Well, I don't dislike that. Taking the pig is actually like very good for me. Should give me a lot of avoid. Some enemies will probably still be tempted to go for you. I get weapon rank. I think that's air rank. Yeah, I've been working on it and it's finally paying off. Finally the critical. Please give me the critical. Alright, that's bad. That's bad. Playing buff. As long as we survive this turn, the rest is fine. We're actually going to go for the village because there's no point in waiting there. Okay, Garrett is now getting close to the village. That's a killing edge. I thought you all have steel swords. Well, okay. Armor Slayer doesn't double, thankfully, but now I'm really scared of the silver bow. Definitely terrified of the silver bow. Also, oh yeah, the silver bow definitely kills you and has you in range. Alright. I'm going to try and continue. training Igraine wasn't in my plans, and my position is actually very good, so... You know, the NPCs are safe. I have every enemy, you know, packed together. So it's actually all pretty fine. We should be fine. It's going to be basically Percival plus Dick to kill one... To kill one merc, that's good. That's good. Killing one merc should be well within your capabilities. Right? I'll go for the most accurate thing. And then 14 damage is easy to reach with Percival. Okay, that's a level 4 Dick, by the way. Be a good level. I really appreciate the defense. I don't know what you're doing with your defense, but 17 is crazy. Yeah. This is just a Killer Lance hit because... I say that the Killer Lance isn't even good because of the critical, is just a very good lance in general. And here you take like a lightning, right? Divine, yeah, it's a pretty stupid gift, especially because Divine is C rank. So even if you just promoted your bishop or something, if you didn't buy some other weapons, like it's not even a... Oh, of course, the longbow can go for 2 range instead of 3 range. What was I thinking? You're not forced to go for that, but whatever. Do you reach? No, we are just outside. And X. Please, Garrett, don't do anything crazy. Just go for the hand axe. It doesn't even move. I don't know if I like that. No, that's okay, that's okay. That's okay. Anyone that doesn't have a hand axe? You. Goodbye. You're dead. You're absolutely dead. Then I'll dance and take Garrett. Garrett, that's weird stuff, right? It might be one of those strange RNG things. Yeah, sorry for Igraine. Sorry for Igraine, but we lost a killer bow that we already have plenty of. And I think she has nothing else in her inventory. We're sort of kind of using Klein. I do think that using both of them is a bit incompatible. I'm going to go a bit to the north with you, and I'll try and find a way to feed this kill to someone. I mean, the hand axe is sort of scary here, but still doesn't kill. So I can use you to... Clarine, if nothing else, at least trains up her rank pretty well because she doubles. Doesn't get a lot of magic, that's the biggest problem, but you can see here she's already like... Oh no, that's the staff rank. Your animal rank is absolutely pathetic. Okay, I take back everything I said. You know what? Because I have 2 berserkers, might be a bit better than usual to try the crossing the peak and fighting these guys and distracting them strategy. Normally it doesn't work that well because you can't afford to just have a lot of people in there, but this time I have 2 of them and a flyer if needed. Well, Horse Slayer goes for Percival, obviously. Here you can see the difference in damage between Percival and Marcus, because 16 with a javelin is just insane. Any other weapon would have 1 round of this full. And yeah, they just seem to generally prefer Percival. I guess because of focusing on a single unit. That's good for me. You know, I'd rather be able to take the kill with someone else. I'm going to guess the mage will prefer Marcus. No, the mage prefers to use a physic from afar, which is bad. So how's accuracy? 69. And that's before I approach with Lilina to take this kill. And I get that 69 up to, let's say, 74. Nothing crazy. 74. How did you know, Pomon? Well, obviously, +5 hit because 2.5 hit fire plus light. I don't always remember this type of stuff, but sometimes I do. And then I look cool. Okay, I'll go for this. If I one round, that's fine, Percival. Okay. You weren't able to, my mistake, but you don't reach there and you don't reach there, so that means I can also just go for this kill. And I'm pretty sure I'm safe from the Valkyrie in here, right? You might be able to go for Sue, but no one else. Yeah, Sue is exactly your range, meaning Wendy's alright. And I don't counter here, so of course you would prefer him over Marcus. Also because you don't have anyone to heal. Thanks to me sort of missing the first one. Unless they go under half health, the enemies prefer not to heal. Slim is 72. I'd say that works. Did you kill both of the... Yeah, I had you kill both of the Valkyries. Okay. Unexpected MVP there. Really tempted to just advance with Marcus instead of doing anything. Alright. Good damage, nothing crazy, provides the kill to Wendy pretty easily, and then I'm just fine. This is a good spot to take the kill from. So 74%. Absolutely perfect. And that's a level for Wendy, level 17? No, 16. A bit more speed, defense, okay. 10 speed, actually sort of cool. 13 defense, a bit low for my taste yet, but considering Dick only has 17, like I think running around with Marcus having 12 and he's perfectly fine. The reinforcements are ready. Okay, I should really take the forts on the upper side. One can be taken by Marcus more or less easily. That was cool. Sniper? Sniper. Slightly accurate. Not that much though. I can get closer and just go for normal physical combat. Is there like a flyer or something here, or... Yeah, I didn't imagine it. Because if I can't get there, no one can. Okay, they might not appear because sometimes they give you like a 2-turn notice, so maybe I rushed it a little bit. But I'm glad I did. Merc. Now my hit is pretty bad here. And I don't double. So this might be like the first actual challenge. But if I stop the reinforcements, we are fine. You still don't reach. You're still okay. There are still some more cavalry coming. Some of them might die against Gonzalez, I do realize, but now it might be time to pull out Gonzalez, so that the enemies are instead tempted to go for this chokehold I have on top. Yeah, because Gonzalez just one-runs. Yeah, he one-runs. I think he one-runs, guys. A bit more axe rank. All for the armas, and for that level 16. It is getting closer and closer. I can feel great things coming from that level 16. Shouldn't jinx it. Okay, that's a Roy kill if I ever saw one. In fact, you know what it is? It's not a Roy kill. It's not a Roy kill, I'm mistaken. Completely mistaken. It's another Wendy kill. I can dance. I forget. I feel like Wendy and Lalun haven't coincided very well during the last maps, but here's the introduction. Oh, that's the introduction. 5% critical. Level 17? Yes, yes, strength, skill, speed. Okay, okay. Let's attract the wyvern and kill him with someone else. And after that, Gonzalez goes down 1 square, and yeah, one of them already doesn't see the way to reach. Silver lands, by the way. Scary dude. Scary. Level up for Marcus. Resistance. Know what? I'll gladly take that. As I've said, sometimes I feel like your role in this army has developed into a bit of a mage killer because I don't have very good one to range aside from Dick, and Dick does have like very bad resistance. So yeah, I'll gladly take that. Gladly. It's a 60. Perfect. Perfect. Level 32. It's going to hurt because I won't be able to. It's just going to get me closer to promo, but I don't actually know what I mean. Gets me closer to promo, but I don't actually get to do the promo. Right? It doesn't get me immediately in there. Is there any way I can feed you like the boss kill or something crazy? Okay, I think the boss has a javelin and something else. No, he has a spear. And that's probably too scary for you to face, right? Actually, you don't take critical, so might be fine to get you to the level I want just by, you know, tanking hits. Doesn't get doubled and just does a good amount of damage. She does need the Horse Slayer to do it, but I mean, yeah, there must be a reason to attack. Yeah, I just do half health. And then I can heal and rescue her after the heal immediately, so what's the point? You have 22, you will recover enough health to survive the next attack. I don't necessarily want to kill you, so that's fine with me. I think maybe giving the kill to Wendy would be a bit overkill, right? Would be a bit too much. Okay, okay. Alright, alright. Do I just go for it? I mean, nah, alright. Well deserved, well deserved. By switching into the Axe River, I can actually get the experience without killing you, which I guess is the ideal thing to do, right? Because getting you a full level, just getting you to level 18 is maybe more than you need. Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to try and exploit this boss. Whoa, she took the kill. Well, she didn't want to do it this way. Alright then. That's very close to level 19. Then she's telling me something, guys. She's telling me something. She's telling me that she doesn't want to promote right now. She wants to wait to level 20. And I think in the next map I can do it, especially with that defense actually being, you know, decent defense. Gonzalez has the same defense as Wendy right now. Alright, we got the Lilina support. Wendy. Yes, Lily Lilina? Let's chat a little. Tell me about yourself. Yes, I am an armor knight of Ostia. No, not things like that. For example, do you have a man whom you fancy? A man? Yes? I don't really know. What? I always just focus on becoming strong like my brothers, so I never really thought about things like that. I see. Let's talk about something else then. We're both girls in the same army that grew up in the same place. I want to know about you. Okay, that's not a very interesting ending, but it's going to do. Lilina now has full support. Well, that's going to do it. Nightgrass for Wendy. No joke at all, that's the promo item for Wendy. This was fun. This was fun. Probably the most fun I've had playing this chapter in a while. As I said, I feel like it's a bit of a filler chapter, probably one of the easiest chapters in the game. The enemies don't feel particularly threatening, and yeah, the whole plot is just about, rescuing Fa quickly before she gets into actual trouble, so of course it would make sense that this is an actual trouble. I did have to sacrifice Igran to make this run a possibility, but considering the levels I got and all the experience I got on many characters, not only Wendy, but yes, I think it all worked so well that resetting for Igran would be stupid. And it pains me. It pains me because Igran is actually my favorite character in this game. In case you didn't know, I really like her as a character. But as a unit, I do understand that she is very similar to Klein, who I'm already having some trouble deploying at times because I feel like one archer is enough with Sue. And because I'm going Sacae, I will also be getting Dayan as a substitute, filler archer if I need one in chapter 21. So for chapter 21, what am I going to do? Like deploy 4 snipers, like 4 archers, 2 snipers and 2 nomads? That's not going to happen ever. I think if there's a run to allow Igran to die, it's this one. As sad as that is. Yeah, we'll continue. Alright, we are storming the capital. And the first move is going to be this. Thank God for having the exact damage I need. Please don't miss. Okay. That's a very strong start. I don't normally have the possibility of doing this without dancing. So that's like really nice. I don't even think I did that with... That's good. I don't even think I did that with Shin on the last run. And he obviously had the strength to be able to do that because my Shin on the F6 Survivor was, yes, cracked. Yeah, here, yes, Iron Sword because this is only a Stilax. And, okay, so this is Hugh. And I would really like to recruit him if possible. Basically to get the member card. So the way I'm going to do that is by moving Marcus here. Yeah, and then I'm going to I'm going to go here, take and release, and that should be okay for now. Can't quite get into the range, but I don't think it's going to matter. We are not able to battle the mercenary on this first turn, but aside from that, this is looking very good. By the way, as I've mentioned many times, I have to bring Milady to this map if I want to get the good ending. That doesn't mean I'm going to use her extensively or anything. In this run, I'm going to try and attempt to use different units and especially pass on those I consider to be stronger than Marcus overall, so that Marcus is the true star of the run. Milady is one of those units, so yeah, I'm going to ignore her usage even though I'm obviously aware she's very good. That was a silence, okay. Noted. And that's Sis, the main reason to be forced to bring Milady into this map. It's necessary for the good ending, and he has to be recruited by her. No other character will do. Wow! Okay, thanks for fixing that, because missing a 91... Bro, that's just crazy. Missing a 91 is a stupid bad. 9 defense I actually really appreciate, yeah. You getting that is really good for me. What's in here? Stilax, hand axe, Stilax. Well, trading you a sword is a good idea, and then I'll go for the crit or go for the damage. Go for the crit. Go for the crit. I think I might be able to reach with Clarine if no one else does. Okay, I don't get my critical. Am I just... Maybe I'm the only one that feels this way, but I think I'm getting really unlucky with my crits. Okay, instead of Clarine, might be slightly better if it's you doing it, Tate. I'm pretty sure you are safe to go in there with a sword, so I'll just dance for you and get you in position. Bringing Lalum to this side is also very important, because not only is Hugh going to go to the right, there's another important character in this map. Exactly here. Douglas. Douglas is a general. He will be recruited into my army if he survives this chapter, and he has a particularity. He doesn't attack. He doesn't ever attack my dancers. Whoa, no, no, really. Well, that's a stupid reset. It's obviously going to be a sister, Thani. I tried until the end. Calling out to your dead sister too. Well, that's stupid. Let me redo the exact same movements, I guess. Yeah, it's actually my most accurate thing, almost, so please. Oh, come on. Okay, this is stupid. This is fucking stupid. We saw this isn't the same RNG. That's just... How do you... Whatever. Get close, but like not very close. I don't want to be in danger. That's Hugh approaching. He has his conversation to notify you that he's an actual character and not just a rando. Now, the killer can only go for Marcus, meaning I have weapon advantage, and honestly I don't know if a killer hit... No, 16 damage wouldn't do enough. Okay, you get nicely weakened. I don't know if I reach with Wendy, which was sort of my plan, but well. Here I can't take the kill either, but it's fine, I guess. Like, there are other characters to... Well, there's not a lot of characters to 5th kills to anymore. Are there? Like... Oh. Hellfire. Well, that's scary. I didn't think about that. Okay, I can get to you. This is important because you have a red gem, right? Yeah. There are 2 red gems in this map. One here, one... Is... you? No, maybe then the other mana kit? Yeah, the other mana kit, and then there's a blue gem on Narshan. Astol would be in range. Yeah, I can just approach a bit more with Lilina. That way you're getting full support. It's 9 with 64 accuracy. Best I could do, and it's enough. Level 19, level 19. Easy, easy. Fucking easy, fucking easy. Also, defense. We are getting very good in terms of defense. Okay, you might actually be dangerous because of the Arcalibur, right? Then, as stupid as it might seem, rescuing Milady, of all people, is the right idea. I can go there so that you don't attack fragile characters, but yeah. It's a bit weird, I know. It's a bit weird. But Milady, you know, the effective damage just doesn't sit well with her. A perch. Okay. Did I know about this? I might not have paid a lot of attention. Okay, support. You're Alkaline. Date? What's wrong? It's about what you said the other day. You said that I wasn't taking advantage of my freedom. Oh, that. I wasn't quite sure what you meant, so I wanted to ask you. Well, since you're free to do what you want, there's no need for you to stay here. That's all. Does that mean that you don't need my help? No, that's not what I meant. That you're a mercenary. Staying with this army isn't going to get you much money. So if you're fighting alongside us, out of guilt or a feeling of responsibility, I just wanted you to know that you shouldn't feel that way. Yes, you're right. Perhaps it is inconvenient to stay with this low-paying army, but I'm staying with you out of my own will. Please don't worry about it. Oh, alright then. I'm sorry if I have been a bother. No, not at all. Cute. I'm weak to that sort of stuff. Alright. By the way, I was like building your support a little bit. Yeah, mostly because he's fast. Like, I know I could have built... Like, maybe Klein Dick was a bit better instead. But to be honest, I couldn't be bothered. Because it's much slower. Yeah, exactly that. Good. 50 experience? No, 38. We are not getting there yet. Okay. Yeah, that's actually dangerous. 16 with 13 resistance, I can take it, but I shouldn't play around. And Merlinus can't really get in there because he has no resistance, only 15, so that was safe, right? Yeah, that's as far as Merlinus can go. You're actually going to go into the storage and you're going to remove a Night Crest. A Night Crest to give to Wendy when the time is right. Okay. Meanwhile in here, well, recruitment. Okay, this is a recruitment that I actually can't skip. I'm not planning to use Hugh. Okay. 10k, that's expensive, I need money for my grandma. Your grandma's sick, something of that nature. No. I'm not planning to use him, and if you don't plan to use him, and if you're recruiting him just to have every character, you should always deny his first 3 proposals, yes. He has a 6k proposal, that is still not good enough. And then the 5k proposal, which is the last one. Yes. And here he is. Can't skip this one either, apparently. Because there are options, the game won't let me just press the start button. The more you haggle with him, the worse his stats get. So I get the point of him, like he's supposed to just be able to do stuff like this, do some damage, be a decent mage, be at level 15, so ready for promo. I feel like he would be much better if he came as a promoted already, right? By the way, one of the most funny and stupid uses of the light ramp is that you can do this. You can go for decently accurate damage against this Mumcute and actually get the kill with Roy, which means if he's a bit low in experience you can catch up quickly. But this guy has a physics, so I wouldn't try it. Let's try this, have a chance for crit. Obviously I don't get it. As I said, not getting very lucky with my killer bows. I seem to use them like... Yeah, of course they are plain better than iron bows. But they are low on uses precisely because when you double with them, you're supposed to have a decent chance at getting a crit. And I just don't get those. Why did I dance for Clarin? No one knows. Getting defense on Lalum though, that's cool. I'm going for this. It's a promoted kill for Lilina. Yeah. Not the experience I expected, maybe. But should work. Okay, avoiding the bishop. Meanwhile, on this side... Yeah. Main reason I brought the hammer. So please don't miss. Okay. Hammer absolutely accomplished its purpose. Then... let's fly around. Don't release yet. Oh, support. Nice. Sarastol. Hey, Wendy. How are you doing? Sarastol. What are you doing relaxing here like this? This is a battlefield. Please be more serious. Well, there is no point in getting too fired up for nothing. Come on, let's take it easy. You won't get away today. I'll drag you away if I have to. Oh, whoa. Hey, wait a minute. Sarastol. That wound. Don't worry about it. It's just an old scar. I can't do much with this leg because of it. When did you get that wound? A long time ago. I kinda messed up when I snuck into Baron's castle on a mission. I managed to get away, so I guess it's a scar of honor, so to speak. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Yeah, so I told you not to worry about it. Okay. One of the reasons why I like this support, because you get a bit of background on Astor, although the best support for that is obviously Ygritte Astor. I'm not going to say by far, because there's a lot of good supports in this game, but my favorite in this game has to be Ygritte Astor. Okay, so the key here... You run out of purges. Perfect. That's in the right moment to deal with Douglas. So Douglas, as much as he is a particular unit, does still follow the same principles as another AIs. So if he sees two swords that can counter his only weapon, an axe, close range, he won't go for them. However, if he sees something like a bow, he will go for the bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have rescued and drop or something. Do we really have like no way to open the door yet? Yes, not. Oh, I can start battling. I can start battling mages. Okay, that should be helpful. And I also can start moving you. That's also nice, because the guy is dead. So he did go for Klein. Now you do realize he's in a corner. Him being in a corner means he's very easy to surround. I only need 2 units. One of those units is going to be my dancer. A pain in the ass, because it means I don't get a dancer for the rest of the map. The other unit can be any unit that doesn't do good damage or that does no damage at all to him. Mostly a unit that has good avoid, because you want to, you know, avoid his strong silver axe attacks. You have 16 accuracy and I can take the attack easily. So yeah, it is going to be taken. And I'm going to use Klein just next to you to keep getting the support. Meanwhile... Oh, I can get this talk. Father. Larum, what are you doing here? I joined the Lycia Alliance army with Prince Milden. So the prince has returned. Now Etruria has hope. Father. Larum, I'm sorry I put you through this. I had to send you off alone to protect the prince. No, that was what I wanted to do. But yes, when I thought I had saved you from a hard life, I had to send you out to be a dancer again. You saved me from that terrible life with no food, no money, and you even raised me as your own daughter. From that time, I made up my mind that I would one day return the gift, and that I would be of some use to you. Claro. So I'm really glad now. I'm finally being useful to you. Larum, thank you. Please take care of the prince from now on as well. What about you? You're not coming with us? King Mordred is still in the hands of the enemy. If I turn to the Lycia Alliance army now, then the king's life would be in danger. But still, now that the prince has returned safely, I have no regrets, even if I am to be taken down by the Lycia Alliance army. Now go. If you are seen with me, you would be suspected of treachery. No matter where you are, you will always be my true daughter. Always. Father, may your life be blessed with happiness. I really like Douglas. I really like Douglas. I think he's such a good character. What they tried to do with Gilbert in Three Houses is actually well done here. That's basically my take with Douglas. Also, he looks cooler. Like the full beard. Gilbert not having a beard is such a weird thing. I don't know what's up with Three Houses and characters having no beard. I actually have a theory about it that Three Houses fans may not want to hear. Because I get the feeling that they might be trying to address those fans, assuming those fans, you know, prefer the age where characters don't have beards. But yeah, it's just weird, isn't it? Gilbert not having a beard, Alois barely having a beard, Seteth having like this little goatee. It's just weird. Having a you know, adult looking general, yes, you know, normal guy that could perfectly be in his 40s. For once, I'm glad that can be a thing. Okay, if I miss, I can give it to Roy. Okay, that's fine too. That's fine too. Maybe I should have taken it with the sword, but I wanted Roy to be an option, so... Could be in trouble if... We could be in trouble if there were enemies to appear right now, but I'm pretty sure it's a bit too early for that. Get a crit? No, no crit, no crit. Okay, can you heal yourself now? I think that's a higher priority than that, than killing you. And Merlinus coming closer. You coming closer. Actually, one day you're going to get rescued. I think it's very important to advance fast now. I don't want to get caught by the other reinforcements, so yeah. He will always choose to attack Tate. Maybe switching the positions of Tate and Klein would actually be ideal, you know? Because that way I don't weaken Douglas in any way. Okay, Physic. Healing the Hellfire back to... not full. And that does make you go down. By the way, here I'm tanking really well. Okay. Glad to know the bishops at least don't have a lot of magic. We just saw the Physic doesn't even heal completely. Okay, I did leave a... no, I didn't. Stupid of me. Okay. Well, I'm going here, I'm using the hand axe and taking that. But I should have left an open space. You always have to leave a space. Always have to leave a space. Resistance is good. That 2% critical was absolutely unnecessary, but thank you. Thank you very much. That means I can now block this pretty easily. Yeah, that's good. No reinforcements from the bottom yet. Perfect, perfect. If I can, I would like to kill some enemies here and just run up as much as I can. Killing that bishop would also be perfect. Keep dodging Tate, I'm begging. After a while, Douglas will be in risk of dying, and then I might have to just run away. But by that time, the reinforcements that Hugh is blocking should be over, and it's easy to outrun him. So, wow, 19 damage taken by Milady? Okay, good thing there were no other people in range, because holy shit. I mean, it's a whole as air fire, so I guess it makes sense. So I'll risk it with Marcus. Marcus has to be the one to do this. Marcus takes out the bishop. If you approach, that's the red gem approaching, I think I could be fine. It's very difficult to make that into a kill. But it's not that difficult to make you into a kill and just run away with melee. Something like that might be fine. Like this. Also, getting Merlinus out of there is going to be impossible. Where's my Sword River? Once again, where is my Sword River? Every fucking time. Every time. I always feel like I should have brought it and I never do. Yeah, and I don't think we need Roy all the way to the left, so I'll probably leave Roy like here in the middle, and we should be fine. Right, he takes a kill with the light round. Probably should have done this with the rapier. I think the rapier could have been enough. Getting closer to level 15. It's not much experience he has at the moment. That's in your range, right? Yeah, I don't want that. That's scary. That's the bolting? Bolting comes back? He might. I might have forgotten about bolting coming back. And the mana kit doesn't move. The mana kit doesn't want to move. Interesting. Well, that's annoying. Hostile kills. Hostile kill then. Hostile kill. To make things simpler. The most important part of this turn was getting Merlinus, which is the last unit left behind to follow us. That's a bit of a strength on Astul. Something I won't ever say no to. And yeah, that's a problem. I mean, yeah, surround with a bunch of units and especially mages. And try and deal some damage. Okay, didn't pay attention to you. Keep coming. One of you can go for Milady, who's a good counter, and the other can go against Gonzalez, who's also a good counter. So I set up pretty well. Ideally, I would be just retreating slowly now, without actually taking the kills. Also, I think someone very good to take down the mana kit would be Lilina, if I can afford it. Wow, okay. That works also. So you're down to 34 already, okay. I've had him break his Silver Axe too before. It's a bit stupid, but it can happen. Nice counter by Sue. Don't know why you would pick Sue. 4 people. Now, with Thastel in range, I just... Yeah, he's in range, so I just have to steal the Rethiam. Steal the Rethiam. And run up. Right? Marcus. Okay, now I'm really hoping that with Roy's support... Oh, that's a 1 round. Without a legendary tome, that's a 1 round. Oh, wow. Okay. We get it, Lilina. We get it. If it's about nuking the enemy, you're the girl. Okay, and speaking of nuking... yeah, well, that about sums it up. Okay, let me equip you with the hand axe. This guy is annoying, and I'd like to battle him with someone else, but okay. Let's remember that Sis is an enemy, so I don't want to risk taking the javelin and actually killing him by mistake. because he does have a javelin, yes. Milady will be able to reach like soonish. He actually doesn't have to rush. I mean, if he wants to come and attack me while I'm holding this, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You're actually sort of accurate. I'm a bit scared of Sis if he does go for you. He does go for you. Okay, so you could have been killed here. That was a bit unnecessary. But now I can recruit you if I take down the 100th HP wall. Well, Dick as a like contact attack seems like a good idea. Bravebow could help us get through it quickly. But I don't want to do it now because I want to take you down. I guess Milady can throw a javelin this turn. That's level 6 with strength, with the defense we didn't get because of the change in RNG, so I'm happy again. And down to 50, meaning I could break this in the next turn. Okay, the next turn is the final turn. The next turn we finally get Sis. Could we train Sis up to level 10 for an immediate promo somewhere in the future, maybe chapter 21? That seems like a far-off possibility, but could be. 26 damage. You were able to kill. I wish you could see my face now. A bunch of cold sweat just ran down my forehead in an instant. That was terrifying. Alright. But it doesn't matter anymore. Perfect. Sis? Come. You're with us now. Feeding kills to Sis here might be absolutely pointless, but whatever. It's not like I'm planning to use him extensively, let me just make that clear. It's just that... yeah, well, HP skill. I've also never found him to be that great. But I think having him ready for promo, if I don't have enough people in chapter 21, could be good. And God knows I'm lacking good units. 10 turns. Clock ticking. Eventually, if I really want to continue this, I could trade all my weaponry, like all of the items I have in my inventory with Klein, you know, between Klein and Tate, and then I will have a bit more to just keep doing. Oh, that works. Not the type of combat I expected. Not very armor-like, but yeah, it's an enemy with very low avoid and with very bad speed, and that's level 20 for Wendy. So that's Wendy at full potential, getting HP and luck, because no matter how much you give to a trainee, it's not enough. It's not enough because you don't understand, guys. She turned out very well for me. Okay, that's going to be enough for Wendy today. The boss, I don't have to go for the boss right now. Show me this in combat, please, everyone. Okay. I need... honestly, that might be the best chance, because what do you have? What can you show me? Yeah, that's cool, but the accuracy isn't there. I think this is the best, and if it doesn't work, I can kill from afar. From the right. There's the crit. Okay. Dick understood the assignment. So this guy is gone. Giving that one to Sis was basically impossible. And now I can keep attacking this guy to grind a bit of experience, and then I can get the kill It will probably place me a bit over level 9. I can do an easy double rescue. And you're surrounded now. Nice. Okay, first chest, that's all. A berserk. Okay, those can be nice at times. Especially if I find them useful in chapters with very strong enemies like chapter 22, chapter 23. Even to a degree they can be nice in like 21 or 19 Sacae. It's getting a bit low. HP and luck. Sort of poor. Ooh, the iron sword broke. Okay, it might be time to pull out the trick then, because if not, you're going to have weapon disadvantage. Short bow, killer bow, silver bow. You can't use those. Also, you can consume a vulnerary on your next turn. Now that she's unequipped, she should still have decent avoid, right? And I don't have to worry about Douglas in that sense anymore. By the way, that could kill Douglas, so I'd rather do it from here. Yeah, and because of Lilina's support, I can do this more reliably. Lilina and Marcus support both. I'm going to go for this as a Roy kill. I know it's a bit stupid, because, well, I could do this at any point. Actually, that's not a kill. You know what? I prefer this. I prefer this. I prefer lowering your health so much that Roy doesn't have to worry. That way I don't use up the light band so much. I thought this would one round or have a risk for critical, but no, because these guys have a lot of critical avoid. Turning into a fire dragon basically gives you a bunch of critical avoid. Please, sis. Come on. Okay, bro. Give me like 9 and 30 experience. 936. That's okay. That's okay. Your levels haven't been great, but with the promo you should be usable. If I can promote you. Yeah, it's just a matter of being able to promote you, because this fucker has all that and getting that kill. I still think this is good for Roy. Maybe Roy isn't the best target for experience ever, but he will be fine. The army will still be fine. Yeah, that would have been a level 4 Cs, right? But the javelin is so inaccurate. We'll have taken AES anyway. Alright. Seems like we have good dodge. Now that Astol got his last thing, we can do something like this. Uh-huh. 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 And a little dance. Obviously that was, the placement of the characters was completely random. Honestly, with Marcus's movement, probably going that far was unnecessary, but okay. A bolting. Well, I don't want to sell that. So it's the red gem going to the convoy. And then I can go into the secret shop. For sale, they have, all these stat boosters. Angelic Robe for 8k, meaning that's the money a stat booster costs. These are promo items, not a stat booster, sorry. And the lockpick. The lockpick, one of the few places to buy, the only place to buy lockpicks, actually. We are not interested, but it's good to know that the Angelic Robe sells for 8k, because that means a stat booster can be bought for 4k with a silver card. I just want to sell. Hero Crest? Never promoting any other unit with a Hero Crest, that would be wasted. Knight Crest? More of the same. I don't see myself promoting Allen. If I bring anyone back, it's going to be Lance, and I already have hard time picking a space for him. And then there's the Elysian Whip. I could sell the Elysian Whip here and give up on Sis completely. I'm not going to though. I'm insistent. So yeah, let's sell Requiem, Nightcrest, Hero Crest, and Flux. You always have to be very careful not to sell the secret card. You can do it if you're absolutely sure it's going to be your last visit to to the secret shop. But the member card, yeah, it's a sellable item. And it's actually a pain in the ass if you lose it. Okay, my idea would be to release you there. Yeah. That should work. Now, I just need you to steal the gems there. I should actually be emptying your inventory a little bit. Steal the gem, steal the... Ooh, the bolting for Lilina is going to be so nice. The Delphi Shield, which is going to go to poor Tate, who's been doing an incredible job today, but a not very rewarding one. So yeah, we start with the Delphi Shield. Priorities. Nice, okay. Rescue. And oh, support. I already have support. Yeah, let's activate that one. So I'm telling you to speak. Who are you? Keeping quiet won't benefit you in any way. Don't you ever shut up. Give me a break, kid. My name is Clarine. Fine. Well, Miss Clarine, I don't really approve of girls going around chasing after guys as us. What? You have such a foul mouth. Exactly. You don't want to be around someone like me now, do you? I will not be fooled. You are just trying to drive me away. Yes. It's not cute at all. Are you really a part of that family? That's it. I want to ask about my brother. Damn it. I'm falling into her pace, cunning kid. My name is Clarine. Wait, I say. Oh, still not telling her anything even on B support? Well, I mean, that works for me. The stats are the same, no matter your reasons. Also, I stopped moving after a while, I guess. And now what? Just dodge, okay, thank you. I don't want to have any trouble here. And now the gem. Blue gem. Okay, perfect. You're not doing much against the boss, Astol obviously, and Marcus isn't either, so you're going to take a little trip. You're going to take a little trip there to sell the gems. Only 2 units on the map now. Douglas keeps desperately trying to strike Tate, and Narsh. I'm strong, I am wise, I am handsome, and I am right, always, more than anybody. What a classical quote. Okay, that actually hits, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't recover your health now. Get a crit, get a crit, get a crit. No crits for us. Good thing is I can now initiate and just take him out. And that was the whole point. Very cool thing, by the way. Level 6 and 11, level 5 and 25, you were also higher level to begin with, and Sacae and Ilia doesn't count your final level, it counts experience gained. So I definitely got more experience because she promoted a bit later and also just got further. So I don't think it's necessary to give this kill to Sue, or to Dick for that matter. Would be sort of cool to give it to Lilina. No, don't think about it, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. No, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You can't do much. I'm going to try and do it with Lilina. Yeah. Sacae is good. It's just a good idea. Trying the kill with Wendy would have been hilarious, but yeah. By the way, counter killed me. So good thing I hit. I will not be defeated, not by you. Yeah, he did 28, so he could have killed me there. But it doesn't matter, because it didn't happen. That's a crazy level. Once again, 28 magic, holy fuck. Her skill isn't great. She does start depending a bit on her supports to have accuracy, but yeah. And I should promote Wendy, why haven't I yet? Let's promote Wendy. This is what we've been fighting for so hard. And honestly, kind of mediocre unit. I mean, I really do enjoy the +4/+4 in strength speed. Promo bonuses for generals are pretty nice. Honestly, those stats look good. Like, let's be honest, they look good. The problem is that they are still on a 5 movement unit with not a lot of good options for damage, because the lances are nice, but 12 skill isn't crazy. You don't have good hit with the lances, and you just gained the option to use axes. How does that benefit you? I mean, I guess you are slightly better against other lances now. She also has 11 constitution, not crazy, 18 defense, lower than Douglas, as a fact. She's supposed to have very good growth, so if I keep giving her kills, I might be able to use her slightly against the nomads in Sacae. That was the reason why I insisted so much, because my team is so shit that I honestly feel like I have to depend a bit on Wendy to be able to beat Sacae. But, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's hope with a combination of, you know, a bit of cheesing, a bit of warping, a bit of Dick, a bit of Marcus, we are able to get there without, you know, all that trouble. Last opportunity. He's trying to survive. He's trying to survive. Okay. You can't get another support, but you might be like very close to getting the next one. So no, you already got B, so that's pretty nice. You might have gotten a support. No. Well, doesn't matter because Milady is never getting deployed again. So I guess the thing is here, yes. Trade the blue gem, and I'll be able to sell them. Let's be careful here. I don't want to sell the member card. Okay. Good news. That means we now have a lot more money. Wendy, let's hope you're useful. Okay, the king has been rescued, and I'm absolutely sure we got the side quest. Sis was recruited, so the good ending is secured. Solved some of our stuff, and knowing that the stat boosters are going to be 4k if I bring the silver card, I need to start doing some planning. Of course, the planning will be more definitive when Marcus reaches level 20, but ideally I would like to get the necessary stat boosters to make Marcus competitive in the endgame. I think that's no surprise. Is one of the features that FE6 gives you, all that buy-in stuff, and I'm going to prioritize getting stats, first of all. First of all, I'm going to try and get him a lot more damage. After that, a lot more speed, then some good defenses, and finally, whatever remains is going to be destined to boots. And if Marcus can't take all the boots, then they go to the rest. I think that's a good idea. Now, the Javelins of Light. Alright, I'm back. If you hear like any suspicious noise, there's construction work outside my building, and I've been trying to find the moment to to record. So please let it be over now. I think this is a good start. I've calculated the beginning and unfortunately I expected a bit more damage. I mean, it's not like it's bad. I can start doing damage here. Maybe I should have waited until Larum was also up there. But whatever. Then against this mercenary, I finally brought the Sword River. So that should prove useful. And on this side, I'm just going to send Marcus first and foremost. I think I might actually go all the way up here. Yeah. Killer Lance, I don't know why I haven't used them before that much with Marcus, because I mean, having the possibility for a critical is very good for someone that's lacking in damage. And Merlinus, who I brought, yes, because I'm stupid. Because to be honest, there's no reason to bring Merlinus here. Wow, okay. That I didn't expect. As long as you don't get healed by like a physic or something. Oh no. I might not be able to reach with Clarin. But yeah, having Sue be berserked here is very bad news. Or does the mercenary doesn't move? Weird. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, we are unberserking you, killing the bolting, and that way I can advance a bit more safely, because it's just no fun. It's just no fun to be at risk of getting hit by a 21 magic sage, okay? So let's just take you out. Yeah. And then we'll think about the next step. Merlinus and Douglas can advance safely because no mage, no anything. Douglas is one of those units that doesn't enjoy the... You go for Clarin. You actually went for Clarin. Oh, how do I do anything then? Can I rescue you? Could you rescue berserk units in this game or what? The thing you can't do is trade, but I'm pretty sure you can rescue. The berserk on Clarin I wasn't planning. I thought I would be... Whoa, a silence on Lilina too? Damn. Okay, they aren't playing around. Okay, I can go there with the killer. Merlinus can... Oh, wait, I just remember something. I'm stupid. You can't surround. She's a blue unit. She can't be surrounded. That was stupid of me. Who do you berserk? Douglas. Okay. I need to find a countermeasure against the berserk. Maybe luring the berserk at the beginning is the right idea, but I can't. Honestly, I should just reset at this point. Okay, please feel right. Yeah, 9 damage. We are fine. We are fine. Okay, lowered health. And yeah, well, here... Whoa, okay, Tate. Okay. Didn't expect you to be that good, but I can't say I'm disappointed. There's 15 damage, which is quite a lot. Now, if the mercenary wants to come, we would actually take a beating, but we don't. 33 damage on Gonzalez. Yikes. A bit more than expected. Well, that's your damage, basically. You do 33. And he has no resistance, so... Lilna doesn't get silence. She's luring the silence. Whoa. Okay. Danger. Try and take the kill. I know I can get Berserk, but that's sort of the point. I want to be an option to be Berserk. Yeah, yes, steel bow. Yes, a steel bow. Should be okay with Tate. And then I have you around, obviously. Love to approach with Larum, but I think it's a bit too risky. I'm thinking, do I approach with Lilina too? Is that a good idea? Is it too much? Because I could take a Javelin. Oh no, you don't have Javelins. Okay, then I'm doing it 100%. I don't want to take a Javelin plus a bolting, but I know I survived the bolting, and I know that's enough. Berserk, die all of you. Berserk on Tate, as expected. Sort of as expected. Alright. Now, I can restore easily. The main point here is that if I restore, I need to rescue Clarin out of there as soon as possible. That works pretty well. All things considered. Now, 28 damage is going on Douglas. Who doesn't get doubled, right? No. Okay. Getting doubled by bolting is not that rare an occurrence, unfortunately. Elena might get silence here. Yeah, I did get too lucky. Okay, I can afford to miss once, but only once. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, restore, always. I mean, I have to get you out of there, right? And then I can dance Sue into killing the guy. There's no damage being taken, there's only like... Okay, I might actually have fucked again, but I think Douglas might be able to rescue Gonzalez, and then I have a free spot, because I was planning to rescue Clarin, and now I surrounded her with multiple units. It's okay, it's okay. Okay. The 3 users of Longbow destined to take care of this bolting. Make my life slightly better. Please? Okay, thank you. Thank you for being so big. Actually, just a bit bigger than Gonzalez. And then I can rescue Clarin. Take her all the way down. And actually, Roy probably... No, Roy can't... They can drop. Berserk on Douglas. Perfect. As I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I just need to be able to restore it, and I need for them to not do anything to Clarin in that sense, right? Okay, the Berserk goes on Gonzalez. I thought so. He would like that because he has very low resistance, so he's easy to Berserk. Okay, you're Perius, not Berserks. I think you might get turned into Berserks if I kill you, because you like get reinforcements or something crazy. I don't remember exactly. Well, the important thing now is that I should decide if I want to divide or pick a side. I might like tackle one of the sides with a lot of units and then have the ones with the most mobility move to the other. So go for Marcus, Steel Sword, so probably getting doubled, not that we'll ever know. And now I think this group, we saw it was like 2 move AI, proximity, yeah, proximity provoked. Okay, I enjoy that silence missing because I didn't actually realize that would be a thing. Oof, Merlinus. Suffering. Yeah, as I said, yes. Try and attract this group. Battle them, or at least battle the most menacing ones, and then maybe divide my group a little bit more. I think Gonzalez is incredibly good against the cavalry in this place. So maybe Gonzalez can be like the lead of his own group. Wow, okay. Crazy. I think he might eventually like cap strength and speed. Yeah, he might very well do that. I think cap speed is 28. So he still has a good amount of chances to get that. Statistically, he should. Maybe Marcus, Roy, and by consequence, Lilina. And finally, we just take care of you quickly. I mean, I say quickly, but there might not be an easy way to do this. Oh no, there is. There is. I tend to underestimate Dick when his combat has proven again and again to be basically the best in the army. And yeah, I'm including Lilina in that, because Lilina might be able to do a lot of damage, but she has no bulk to talk about. Slim or maybe iron. We need to train that iron a bit. Well, I guess focusing on lances could also be good. I just got D rank, which means some effective weaponry, and I only have B in lances. Maybe getting to A and actually being able to use like silver would be cool. Let's get to full just in case. And let's also do this. You know, for once I can afford to... So I'm going to get you to full just in case. Okay. You go in here. I'm wondering if the cavalry will try to attack Sue through the wall. Alright, good result. I'm also scared of not having enough damage here. Basically, the side that doesn't have Dick always feels a bit lacking in terms of damage, because Dick is just so reliable. Honestly, 8 is starting to be one of my biggest damage dealers too, and I feel like I might want to send her to the right too. I'm still in time. Getting a critical would be great. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh! Okay, that works. Easy kill, slowly advance, careful with the perch. Probably the way to go will be something like Dick after a barrier. What do you have? The still lands. I can take the still lands with Lilina. Well, the still lands could go for Roy, which is an ideal. Nice critical. Even 2 criticals won't kill you, so... And I get the 2 criticals. I leave you at 1 HP. I mean, 49 health is sort of massive, so... I don't even think this is a... Oof. Dodge that, please. Didn't expect you to hit there. Glad that wasn't Merlinus. Well, my mistake. My mistake. Definitely my mistake, I'm sorry. That was stupid. Yeah, just quickly take the kill with a sword. I mean, it's not the end of the world, it's Merlinus. He'll come back on the next turn, on the next map, sorry. It's just, well, not ideal, obviously. Great. Didn't need that much, but thank you. We save uses. This might be a kill. No, you don't double. Perfect. Because that was obviously a mistake. Guess what? No critical. And no critical again. Wow. Amazing. You'll understand my... Oh, you can move. Well, is that close enough for Dick to reach? Well, thanks for hitting anyway. I think Dick might be a bit too far away. I don't have anyone with a lot of movement. I've actually taken all my cavalry away there. Okay, that's slightly helpful. What, like... no, that's not enough. This is good though. Like, it guarantees that you won't be able to move that far, so I can just get out a bit, approach with Dick to, are you able to, ooh, you can reach with a longbow, so she should be fine. Alright, show me Gonzalez. Understandable. Understandable. I need to think about the unit that's going to wait on there. That's good, I guess. Who do I want to go on top? Like on the upper side. Could we Clarin right now? Yes, we are depending on the critical a little bit. Do I have something better? I wish I had taken a Silver Lance or something. Well, I guess... Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter. Even if I were to miss and he was alive, he wouldn't be able to do much. Because Marcus is still full health. So now it's time to Yas approach. Yas approach. Even Thea doesn't have to worry a lot. I honestly think Roy is okay too. Temporarily, I could take the stairs. It's a good way to just block. It also seems like you don't move. Took a Heavenly Arrow with Gonzalez. Seems like you might not be able to move, because why would you go for Dick over Gonzalez? Yeah. You just can't go that far, right? These aren't stairs, this is actual, like, normal terrain, but okay. Should be fine to stay there for a while. Okay, if you really don't move, then you could be able to attack Gonzalez now, yeah. But you won't be able to pursue him on the next turn, even if you hit, which you don't, so I appreciate that. Gonzalez is probably going on top. I don't think he's that good for the rest of the map. I can kill the armor with other people, and Windham's worst thing is that he has a lot of avoid, like a lot. Gonzalez is not going to be helpful with that. Okay, Roy will be safe after this, so... Fine. Get your bonus. Even one critical won't be enough. And you don't get one critical. But at least you have support now, you should be able to survive everything. Level 17 with yes HP. Okay, Marcus. I'll try the killer again. If I don't get the crit, I can still do this. Because you don't have Javelin, right? You have a Silver Lance. It's sort of scary, but not the end of the world. You're still full health. Yeah. I think we're just coming here, equipping Javelin and using the fire to take the kill. I don't even think Roy can get killed by that, but, well. Lilina still gets a lot of experience from promo kills. By the way, level 18 is pretty nice. What's your attack exactly? 25. Roy is fine. That's a level... Maybe you're like very high... Level. Well, that's a good level, by the way. Maybe you're level 14. Okay, okay. You're crazy high level. Yeah, you're higher level than the boss. So it makes sense you're static enemies, I guess. I mean, I don't die, so I can go for this. Oh. Yeah, you're gone. You're gone. If this other guy still has the bolting equipped, it might be worth it to go in with Marcus. He has a thunder now, of course. He will run out in the exact best moment, but I double. I'm about to break a lot of weaponry. I might even throw out some weaponry because I want the free space in my inventory. I have to say I have like the most perfectly ordered inventory I've ever had in FE6. Not exaggerating. Alright, now it's enough to do it with this. Can I dance for you? I think I barely reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I do reach. A bit of rescue and dropping. Windham obviously doesn't move. Douglas doesn't do anything. I don't think Sue was that helpful against this guy. He has decent defense. He doesn't have that much damage, and yeah. I mean, she probably doubled, but whatever. Oof, that's going to hurt. I mean, I survived that, but damn. Yeah, can you take this, Roy? Easily. 30 critical with the rapier. Holy fuck. You can see the fire support there. That's level 15, right? No, 16. Okay, with just a bit of luck. Roy, you're just not even trying. I'm going to give you a barrier. I'm going to give you full health, and I'm going to put you next to Windham, and hope with that I can do a lot of damage. And then I might be able to finish the kill with someone else. I mean, I have a lot of avoid too. There's a crit. I don't actually kill without a hit. Okay, well, thank you very much, Dick. Because this wasn't going to be a complicated battle, just a very long one, if you were to wait and wait and wait. So I'm glad you made it just shorter. Good. And that's Aureola. A tome that, let's be honest, might never get used. Because in this run I don't have a good light magic user. Even if I were to use Yodel quite a lot in chapter 21, I don't think he would reach S rank in light. This was a good set of chapters. Got to the pinnacle of light. After that, false start with the Berserk Clarine, I was able to finish it sort of quickly. Maybe a bit quicker than I thought at the beginning. At the beginning, I thought I might have to turtle a little bit, but no, there's just a lot of static enemies that don't move. The snipers, the boltings. So yeah, if you approach a bit aggressively and you have a good unit to kill the cavalry with, that's about it. That's about it. And the purges. The purges didn't give me a lot of trouble, but sometimes I've had to, like ferry them around because I don't have a high mobility dude to just go in and destroy them. Not that Marcus would have any problem. I'm more so talking about the left side. Dragon Girl was fun as hell. Basically, the Wendy full final training arc. Retaking the capital, well, maybe a bit clunky there at the end and ignoring all the chests until the very end, but it worked. It worked. And now the Pinnacle of Light. I've been trying to exploit these 3 chapters because I know what's coming next. Next day, it's time to get into Sacae. I'll get confirmation now. When I click, I'll know if I was able to get Sacae. If I'm going Sacae, this will say the Bishop's teachings. And if I'm going Ilia, it will say the Ocean's parting. Never been a big fan of Sacae. but I thought because this is like a continuation of FE7, I was going to dedicate a bit of, attention to my nomads, to my canonical lean daughter, and it might come naturally. In the end, Tate ended up being an important part of my army, so it's been more of an intentional thing going into Sacae at the end. Yeah, well, next time we will go to Ilia. I don't know. I like to switch it around. Although we did go to Sacae last time, but whatever. Hope you enjoyed these 3 chapters. If you did, consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. As I said, next part is going to be Sacae. Wish me luck, wish me strength, and wish me patience, because I'm going to need a lot of that last one. See you!